Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, whatever it is, what part of the day it is. Happy to be with you today. This is Randy Karchner, the musical health coach. Thanks for joining me for Fortissimo Friday. So what does it mean to be able to be intentional? To have a successful life, success in so many different areas, we have to be intentional. So what does that mean? What does it mean to be intentional? Here's a definition that I really like. It means you have a clear purpose and are intentional about taking action on the thoughts and feelings that are most important to you. When you embrace an intentional focus, you choose to live and create a life that has a clear purpose and is meaningful and exciting to you. Okay? To be able to be successful, again, at different things that we want to create in our life, we have to live with intention and purpose. Here's 6 ways that I found to be intentional every day, and I'll put the link obviously in the comments. So, number 1, be deliberate with your day. If you are clear up front with what you would like to spend your time, energy, and focus each day, you are far more likely to achieve the result that you want. Number 2, be clear on the result that you want. Unless you have clarity about the importance of the result you want to achieve, you won't have the intention to take action. The taking action part obviously is very important. Number 3, be purposeful with your time. When you are clear about the context of the outcome you want, the purpose, then you start thinking about the action steps needed, the what part. Very important. Number 4, be considered with your focus. And what that means, considered, is to think out with care. Be very considered with your focus. Having high intentionality means aiming for a very specific result. Number 5, become focused on your goals. One of the best ways to achieve a result that's important to you is to be very intentional up front, to have some goals that you're working towards. Number 6, really like this one a lot. Be mindful of your most important relationships. Intentionality multiplies the power of each relationship that's important to us. Whether they're work relationships or client relationships or personal relationships to us, what we appreciate grows if we give our attention to it. This is the most important part of that right there. Intentionality helps us understand the purpose and importance of every relationship that we have. Those are 6 little steps to be intentional every single day. You know, I sat down today to have kind of like a little object of how I've been intentional before sharing this with you today. And my intention was to sit down and come up with a simple little melody that I just thought of and then kind of create something with that. Anyway, this is what I came up with. Hi, Pat. Thanks for joining us today. Glad you're here. All right, here we go. And there's a certain interval on my piano that I will play in about 5-6 seconds, and it's definitely out of tune. So I'm going to be working on that soon. But here we go. That's the interval right there. Let me expand on that just a little bit. Then you can kind of go somewhere with it if you want to. Hey Nolan, thanks for joining us today. But you get my point. If you sit down to be very intentional about what you'd like to create, you'll make it happen. If you're not always sure exactly what you want to create, then it's going to be harder to have an outcome. So it's important to kind of think about that beforehand. Speaking of being intentionally creative, this is a book that I read by my friend Dave Blanchard. I love this book. I read it all the way through. And it's about intentional creation every day. I highly recommend it. I'll put the link in the bottom. So I hope that I've made you think about the importance of being intentional every day. Start every day with an intention that you'd like to create that day. It's a lot easier to be successful, and you won't just happen on it. I love the term go with the flow, and that's great. There's times to just go with the flow. But to really be able to create what we want in our life, we have to be very intentional and live our life that way. This is Randy Carson, the Musical Health Coach. Thanks for joining me today for Fortissimo Friday. And I hope you have the best day and weekend possible. And always, I like to put it back on you. It's always up to you to have a great day and a great weekend. So go and make it happen. Take care. See you next week. Bye-bye.